So here we go. 36 hours to go for the IPL retention. 36 hours. What is happening? What is the story with Shreyas Iyer? Retained, yes or no? Shubhan Chakraborty, Shomik Chakraborty, Gargi, Ishan, Devashish, all of them will have to answer that. What is going on with Andre Russell? Yes or no? What is going on with Josh Butler? What is the exact story with Rishabh Pant? Retained or not retained? What is happening with Kuldeep Yadav? Retained or not retained? Where are we in terms of all of these teams in terms of retention? But let's start with Shubhan on this one. Shreyas Iyer, where does he stand? Shubhan Chakraborty, retained, not retained, uncertain. What is going on with KKR? Because we know that Sunil Narayan, box tick, Varun Chakravarti, almost box tick, Rinku Singh, box tick, Harshit Rana, box tick, Ramandeep, box tick. We also know that it was Shah Rukh Khan's call that did the trick as far as Sunil Narayan is concerned. So tell us, what is going on with Shreyas Iyer and what is going on with Andre Russell?
I think both Shreyas Iyer and Andre Russell, there have been no green signal or box tick, as you said, with both of them. It's a straight face off, and it remains to be seen whether the KKR franchisee will use their second 18 crore slot that is in the retention list, and that is why the entire debate or the entire question mark is going around as to where the KKR hierarchy stands in terms of retaining Shreyas Iyer and Andre Russell. Andre Russell, I still feel can be negotiated into because he is one of the face brand, but it is becoming highly unlikely that we will see him in the retention list when KKR officially announces their list. For in regards to Shreyas Iyer, he has offers from a couple of franchisee. One franchisee has aggressively approached him. I'm not naming them right now, but one franchisee has aggressively approached him for the captaincy role for bigger purse, and they have said that no matter what the purse is, we will go all out for you in the auction table. So it's on Shreyas Iyer. He has not given any sort of green signal to KKR as to whether he's okay in being retained as the second slot with the captaincy to his name. But right now, there has been no green signal whatsoever in terms of Shreyas Iyer's retention to the KKR management. And maybe by tomorrow he will let them know. Tomorrow is the final day. Day after tomorrow, nothing much will happen. But tomorrow is the final day in terms of hectic, rigorous negotiations. I think tomorrow is the day where he will finally let them know whether what he has decided, whether he is okay or not. But right now, it is unlikely that he will be retained. It's a 50-50 mark right now in terms of Shreyas Iyer's and Andre Russell's retention. Boryada.
Our auction specialist, if there is anybody who is obsessed with the IPL retention, that is Rohit Juglan. He's also joined us. Rohit doesn't sleep. Rohit messages me at 1 a.m. Sir, source is saying this. What is happening? I said, Rohit, sleep. Please, ho jao. I think all the 10 franchises plus Rohit Juglan is equal to IPL retention. But welcome. Rohit has been extremely proactive as far as the retention process. But Shomik Chakraborty, you've been tracking KKR. You've sent me hundreds of messages since yesterday. What is the story with Shreyas Iyer? Yes or no? Shubhan was about to say no and then changed it and said 50-50. So all of a sudden, Shubhan sat on the fence. Tell me yes or no. Give me a definitive answer. Shreyas Iyer, yes or no? Andre Russell, yes or no? I am saying at this point, Andre Russell, more no. At this point, Shreyas Iyer, more no. What is going on, Shomik Chakraborty? Shomik, mute,
You are on
mute.
mute. You are on mute.
Shomik, mute.
Sorry. As things stand for October 29, Shreyas Iyer is a no, unless there is an 11th hour change of heart, and Andre Russell is a firm retention option for KKR. As things stand, we are unlikely to see Shreyas Iyer returning to KKR, but Andre Russell remains a very firm RTM option.
So it's
So you
no
are saying
retention.
RTM, but will they retain?
RTM.
Or will it RTM? Okay. So that's Shomik's answer. So Shreyas Iyer, no. Andre Russell, RTM option. Rohit Juglan, tell me.
what I came to know is that they are not seeing Andre Russell for a 3 years plan. They are not very sure that it will be a complete 3 years with Andre Russell as far as the age is concerned, the fitness is concerned. Obviously, we have seen his career and we followed. All the KKR fans know that he has a career very much filled with injuries also. But obviously, last couple of years was really good. But if you see the last season, obviously he didn't get most of his opportunities to bat. But he as far as if you compare him and Sunil Narine, there's a huge difference between both of them. The kind of performances, and we can directly say that Sunil Narine is a MVP for KKR. Can't say this for Andre Russell. But the major thing what I'm hearing is that they are not seeing him as in their 3 years plan. They can see Sunil Narine there maybe, but they are not seeing Andre Russell for their 3 years plan. So that's where they are very much the discussions are very much on. But as Shamik Das said, that with Shreyas Iyer, I surprised to know this, that they haven't made any kind of communication till last Friday. So that was very. I can't see a IPL captain, a captain who gave you this IPL trophy after so many years has not been communicated with in obviously from last 1 month we are hearing this, that Shreyas Iyer to this franchisee, Shreyas Iyer to that franchisee. Me and I think Shubhayanda did a video, I think 2 months back, 2 months, or I think at that point of time Olympics was going on. At that point of time we were discussing that whether Shreyas Iyer will be retained or not, whether he will be captain again or not. And in social media we got a lot of criticism for doing this. But I think as things stands now, it will, I think, going to happen.
Devashish, you were with me. Exactly what Rohit said is what we were being told. 3-year plan, Andre Russell not in that 3-year plan. Exactly what KKR sources were telling us, Devashish, then 2 hours back, what Rohit Juglan is saying, that Andre Russell does not fit into that 3-year plan. Devashish said.
Absolutely. Andre Russell, I don't think, as of now, KKR are very unlikely to retain him. But Shreyas Iyer, I think there will be some communication from KKR management. Definitely, because they don't have any captaincy option. If they have to pick any captains from straight away from the auction, it might cost them much more than retaining him from by way of retention. So I think KKR will have to give it a thought at the last moment. Yes, Rohit Juglan did say that he have not been communicated, but I won't be surprised if KKR management have some conversation with him in the last few
Sunday they had a meeting. Last Sunday they had a meeting.
Yes, and I think that what lies here is that KKR have no other options. They have to pick a captain, and in IPL you need to have an Indian captain much more than an overseas captain. So in that regard, and with so many franchisee going after Rishabh Pant, so I think the KKR will have literally no options but to retain. They might be actually spending less if they retain, because Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant, these are few cricketers who will be going for a huge amount if they are going for the auction. So in that case, I would see Shreyas Iyer being retained by KKR at the last moment.
So Devashish is saying retained at the last moment. Maybe not. Maybe not is what we are getting at this point. Maybe not. Chances are no. But we'll see. We'll see. Gargi Rao Dishan Shane. Very simple question. The what we are hearing is people are saying, sources are saying, franchises are thinking that Andre Russell will go for no more than 8 or 9 crores. If they put him into the auction and get him back, it will be about 8-9 crores given the 3-year scenario. And they might just end up saving 8-9 crores. Do you think that's a kind of a realistic assessment for somebody as good as Andre Russell? 8-9 crore में Andre Russell मिल जाना अभी भी 1-2 साल के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा डील है. गार्गी, your thoughts on that?
I mean, वो तो स्टील होगा. अगर 8-9 करोड़ में Andre Russell मिलता है, तो that would be the biggest thing for your franchise, to have a finisher who is a proven performer in the IPL, who has known to win games for KKR. Getting someone like that for 8 to 9 crores will be a steal for any franchise. But at the same time, I can't still wrap my head around the fact that KKR are willing to let him go because Andre Russell muscle. What more can I say? He's saved so many games for KKR, and a proven performer like him being let go like this, I can't understand that. And if any other franchise gets him for that price tag, it'll be a steal. And I think they probably won't, because a lot of franchises will go after him. I don't think 8 to 9 crores is what Andre Russell will be valued for at all.
Ishan, there is a lot of sentiment for Andre Russell. Clearly, if you see the reaction on Twitter, if you see some of the other reactions, but the IPL is not about emotion. It is not about sentiment.
Yes.
It is hardcore business calls by ruthless business and corporate owners who will value ROI, and basis that will take the call. Is Andre Russell, according to you, a good call to be released and saying, okay, 10 crores is maybe my ballpark. हम वापस लाएंगे उसको, but 10 crore. We will save 8 crores. Is that a realistic kind of plan? Do you think KKR letting him go? Because we've done our KKR, we've got to move into other franchises. Some interesting news coming from quite a few other franchises. I need to go to all my guests on that.
Yes,
But before that,
yes, just to quickly wrap this up, I would like to say it's a bit of a gamble, in my opinion. Like Gagi mentioned, Andre Russell as a player brings the whole package. And I think, what's been forgotten here is he is the ideal T20 player that you'd want in your side. From those big hits to bowling in those overs when you can execute those overs properly, to being an asset in the field. So I think, in my opinion, it's a bit of a gamble to let him go because it's unpredictable. I think he can go for a lot more as well. Someone like Russell brings a lot to your team, and if KKR lets him go, and if Russell turns out to possibly go more than 8 or 10, I think that's when it's really going to hit them, because eventually he is a brand for KKR, and if that doesn't end up on their side, I think he'll be deeply missed, Boryada. So I think it's a bit of a gamble, and they might regret it later on if it doesn't end up going in their way.
so clearly, no kind of.
Boryada, I just got a call from someone in the Knight Riders management. He's watching the live right now. And one thing he told me right now is we will get back Andre Russell below 10 CR in the auction, and I can guarantee you that. So Andre Russell,
That's exactly what
I don't think
going on
Andre
in
Russell
their
will
mind.
cost you under 10 CR. I don't think.
Yeah.
That is, boss. I
What's
was
his age?
told that.
36
I was
Shubham,
told that
36.
Devashish Sen was with me.
36.
Devashish Sen is witness. He both of us were together. We were told 7-8 crores ke zyada nahi milne wala.
I
we
would
were
think
like,
he
"What?"
another thing he told me that Mitchell Stark ka naam bhi add kar do. Mitchell Stark, we are going to go hard for him again in the auction if he puts his name there.
Yeah, I mean, I will go tomorrow. We will discuss those buys, but let's just stick to the ones that we know.
आप उनको
If
stream ad
Andre
का link
Russell
भेज दीजिए
call
ना.
is-
हाँ.
Acha, one franchise we are calling. We are calling that this is done. It's a done deal. 51 crores spent, 69 crores saved for the auction. That is Lucknow Super Giants. 18 crores Nicholas Pooran, 14 crores Mayank Yadav, 11 crores Ravi Bishnoi, Mohsin and Ayush. Job done. 51 crores spent, 69 crores is what they have going into the auction as of now. This is a done deal. Shubhan Chakraborty, thoughts?
I think as I said last evening also, I think they had the most sought after retention list, Nicholas Pooran. They were very clear from very early stage that they are not going to retain KL Rahul. Yes, there were discussions, and discussions happen when you depart or when you sign things mutually. Discussions happen, and like mature people, Lucknow Super Giants and KL Rahul had discussions when Rahul was in Kolkata. And from that day, it was pretty clear that they are not going to retain KL Rahul or give him the captaincy slot in a straightforward manner. So KL Rahul will be in the auction. That's a certainty. I feel Nicholas Pooran for 18 CR. I think that's a very handy deal to have, because right now Pooran is among the finest T20 or most informed T20 batters going around, along with Tristan Stubbs and Henrik Klaasen, or even Surya Kumar Yadav for that matter. So him being the top retention spot and possibly a captain also for Lucknow Super Giants, because Boryada, remember, LSG management did tell us last season that they were very impressed with Nicholas Pooran, the captain, when KL Rahul was rested or dropped from the playing 11. So they were mighty impressive with his proactiveness on the field, and him being a wicketkeeper, natural wicketkeeper. Although he's an extremely good outfield fielder, but him being a natural wicketkeeper also helps his decision sometimes. So Nicholas Pooran is a straightforward decision. I'm delighted for Ravi Bishnoi, because finally he's getting his due for being a T20 specialist, I would say. But him being in that team, in that spin department, I think that is a short playing 11 player for your team. All the players they are retaining. Mayank Yadav, okay, fitness is an issue, but he's going to be a brand going forward. His clarity in his bowling is something which is unlike Umran Malik. Umran Malik was a bit scattered. Pace, but Mayank Yadav with his pace has that bowling maturity also. So very straightforward retentions along with Ayush Badoni and Mohsin Khan. So very straightforward retention and good retentions in my opinion.
Good retention, says Shubhan Chakraborty. I'll go to Devashish Sen on that. Devashish, the only thing where I differ with Shubhan on this is, and we are making this clear, it is not 100% a done deal. Nicky P is their top retention, but not a 100% done deal as captain. Devashish Sen.
Yeah, what and obviously Rishabh Pant is definitely in the radar of the LSG. So if they somehow manage to get him, then you guess everyone can guess who will be the captain at LSG. So yes, but then with 69 crores remaining, Boryada, will they go after Rishabh Pant? So literally, obviously, Rishabh Pant will draw big amount. So are you willing to spend that much amount for Rishabh Pant? And if you manage to get him, then you literally have a very less amount, less spots to fill up your squad. So that will be a very interesting call. But yes, if LSD manage to, because Rishabh Pant definitely is in the radar of LSG along with a few other franchises.
Okay, I know this, that Rohit Juglan has told us yesterday that RCB was only going for Virat. I think he added Rohit. I think he added Siraj. I think Rohit added Siraj. Right?
Virat, Siraj, and Yash Dayal.
Yeah, but I'm also being told that they've added Rajat Patidar. I'm being told that Rajat Patidar is a late addition or could be a late addition. 43 crores.
Century today in Ranji Trophy. Scored a 60-ball century in Ranji Trophy today. His fastest.
I'm
fastest
being
for
told
any MP player.
43 crores spent, 77 in hand. RCB, Rajat Patidar is also or could be very likely at this point a box tick. Gargi Rao, before I go to Ishan Shahane. Rajat Patidar, good call. Before Ishan and Shomik answers, I'll take Rohit's reaction in a bit.
Rajat Patidar, good call. I think that's a very dicey decision to make because, it's 50-50 with Rajat Patidar. He hasn't given incredibly impressive performances to make his legacy in the IPL very, memorable. That's not something we have seen so far from Rajat Patidar, but he's a solid batter. We know he can get you runs in the top order, and we've seen that in the domestic circuit as well, him doing that. But Rajat Patidar, nonetheless, is someone I want to have in my team, and I would definitely go for retaining someone like Rajat Patidar.
Thoughts on Rajat Patidar? Possible? Because otherwise it's Virat and Siraj. That is more, that's done. RCB, so Virat, yes. Siraj, yes. Rajat Patidar, still not done, but likely. That's what we are getting, or a possibility. Rohit is saying no, but so there is a question mark over Rajat Patidar, but there is clear-cut discussion going on. I can 100% say that. Ishan Shahane, thoughts on Rajat Patidar?
Boryada, I think Patidar has performed to an extent where he's done well, but not enough to be retained, in my opinion. Obviously, there's a spark about him. There's a spark where this guy can go on and play some fantastic knocks for his side. But getting retained, in my opinion, it's a bit too far. If you have to be retained, you have to have, some really consistent performances that really keep you in that side, which takes a lot out of you. So I think Patidar, in my opinion, has had his ups and downs, but it's not done enough to be a part of this RCB side. But obviously, if he's in contention, this squad has seen something in him. The management has seen something in him. Maybe they're banking on that spark and they're hoping that he can possibly fire this season if they keep him in the side. But maybe not enough. Maybe not enough.
Rohit Juglan, your thoughts before I go to Shomik with GT?
I think the most sensible thing will be RTM him. I don't think spend 18, 14 or 11 CRs for him, because as everyone has said, obviously that century 2 years ago versus LSG was an incredible innings by Rajat Patidar. But if you see his last 2 seasons, I don't think the last innings he played versus CSK in that do or die game was an important innings. But after that, be it Syed Mushtaq, he was considering the Indian team is also considering him. But I don't think there was any impact from him. Syed Mushtaq of this year's will be very important for him. But I think RTM will make sense for me.
That's an interesting statement coming from Rohit Juglan on Rajat Patidar. Let me move to Gujarat. Titans. Yesterday we were saying Rashid Khan and Shubman Gill done. We are saying Rashid Khan and Shubman Gill done. We were also saying Rahul Tewatia. Apparently, there are talks on Shah Rukh Khan as well for uncapped. There is also talks on Sai Sudarshan. Shomik Chakraborty, would you go for Sai Sudarshan maybe as your third retainee? And would you also want Shah Rukh Khan? Gujarat Titans, Rashid Khan, Shubman Gill 100%, Rahul Tewatia 100%. Talks on for Sai Sudarshan and Shah Rukh Khan. Shomik Chakraborty. Mute.
You are new.
But I don't. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I don't think Sai Sudarshan is someone you fork out 11 crore for. I mean, Sai Sudarshan is a very, very talented player. But when you are forking out 11 crore, then he has to be an impact player, which Sai Sudarshan is not. And then if you are making him 4th retainee or 5th retainee, then you are once again going into that 18 crore or 14 crore bracket. So basically, I don't think Sai Sudarshan will be retained. And in between, I have got some. There are 2 big developments. I have. This is hard news. Shall we wait until we come to CSK, or I shared the news.
No, break it down.
So the thing is that Ravindra Jadeja no longer remain an automatic choice as far as retention is concerned, but he remains an RTM option. CSK is seriously considering Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar is suddenly in high demand. Washington Sundar will not be retained by Sunrisers Hyderabad, and CSK and Mumbai Indians are seriously looking at him and see that they are very, very keen to add Washington Sundar to their list. So it could be a big fight on the auction table as far as Washington Sundar is concerned. As far as CSK's retention is concerned, as of now it is Rituraj, Matisha Patirana, Rituraj, Matisha Patirana, and Shivam Dubey. Shivam Dubey. This is the thing, and MS Dhoni, of course.
This is interesting. No Jadeja, possibly. Your thoughts before I go to I take Rohit's reaction on this as well. So Shomik is saying Ruturaj, Pathirana, Dhoni, Jadeja possible RTM, Dubey. That's what Shomik is saying for CSK. Shubha and Rohit, both of you. Shubha, you go first.
I think very interesting. I am pretty sure Ravindra Jadeja would have gotten some offer or some verbal approach from other franchises as well. Given that he's probably one of the longest serving Indian all-rounders in IPL, a possible captain material, although his CSK stint, captaincy stint didn't go as per plan. Plus, his age also is something which is on the wrong side. Plus, another factor, Ravindra Jadeja, the T20 player. Ravindra Jadeja, the test player, is on different level. He operates on a different level, picks wickets, score runs, but his T20 batting, apart from that match-winning knock in the final, I think his T20 batting has also dwindled. His form has dwindled. He's not a wicket-taking option in T20 format, but a defensive option. MS Dhoni uses him as a defensive option to restrict runs, which sometimes works, sometimes not works majorly because of the Chepauk track, but otherwise he is a very defensive option for CSK. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, in fact, because if they want to save some money, possibly go back and use as the RTM card on Jadeja. But I think pretty interesting development. I was not expecting this. I was expecting Ravindra Jadeja to be one of the retentions, because initially there were talks that Jadeja and Ruturaj might fetch similar sort of amounts as retention. But I think the CSK management are thinking of saving an RTM option plus the money for them to spend in the auction, and possibly get a younger name like a Washington Sundar or other names. But very interesting development. Goriada.
So Shomik Chakraborty has screwed up Shubhan and Rohit's sleep tonight. Very good. Keep going. Rohit, your thoughts?
I think it will be interesting, because I think they don't carry that much of purse, CSK. Because if they are carrying, if they are retaining 3 players, and then they will be obviously uncapped with Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Samir Rizvi, they will, somewhere around lose, I think around 50 CR, they will definitely lose with, getting all these. So if you are losing around 50 CR, and you are then who will be your competitors? Your competitors will be Punjab. Your competitors will be Lucknow with 69 crore of purse. Your competition could be RCB. They will also have a good purse around 70 to 80 CR. So and all of them want someone like a Washington Sundar, in which they are seeing a good wide ball bowler who can bowl in power plays. And then obviously what I saw in Sri Lanka, Shamikda was also there in T20, especially in T20 practice pitches. Gambhir is giving him opportunity to go there and start hitting the ball at number 3 position. So there might be a chance that they will use him as a batter, a good batter, which obviously, a like-to-like replacement for Ravindra Jadeja. But he can bat up the order also. It's not like he has to bat, there once or twice, RCB used him as a number 3. In, I think, 2 seasons back, he was used as a number 3 floater. So what Moeen Ali did with CSK brilliantly, MS Dhoni. So MS Dhoni can use him like that. But my only concern is that, are they going with that much of purse? Their competitors, like someone like a Punjab, will, I think, also want him. Someone like a RCB also want him in this kind of form, and using him as an all-rounder, use him as a floater in number 3, and use him as a power play bowler also. So in around 12 to 15 overs, he'll be done with his overs. So over-wise brilliant, batting-wise brilliant. You can easily give him top amount.
Interesting there, but quite a few, huge number of comments coming. But Hemanto YT Gaming, ये English मत बोल, हिंदुस्तानी हिंदी में बात कर, अंग्रेज की whatever it is. भाई this is an English platform, but पहले हिंदी में बात करेंगे. तुम वो गेमिंग का पहले हिंदी निकालो. तुम्हारा जो टाइटल करके रखे हो गेमिंग, तुम तो हिंदुस्तानी औलाद हो भाई. वो गेमिंग का हिंदी निकाल के अपना नाम चेंज करके यहाँ पे आओ, फिर हिंदी में बात करेंगे. Devashish Sen, the other team that is sorted, that is 100% sorted. Mumbai Indians, 5 done, finished. It's 75 crores done. No problem with them. Rohit, Sky, Hardik, Bumrah, Tilak. Mumbai Indians. Devashish, Ishan, and then Devashish, you go first before I go to Ishan on Mumbai Indians. Sorted.
Yeah, they look like the most sought after team. Means obviously they are pretty much they have made up their mind to retain this 5 players, and which we all expected. But then the most interesting thing will be who is that the number 1 retained player. Whether it's going to be that will be the most interesting thing, and who will be the captain. Yes, Hardik was the captain, but obviously things are 1 year have passed. So would we see a new captain in Rohit, or shall the franchises stick with Hardik Pandya? And who will be the number 1 retained player? Because clearly there will be some debate as to who gets the 18 crore, because who are the 2 players that gets 18 crore among the 4 cricketers? that are being named. That will be the most interesting thing as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned.
Burada, I completely agree. I think the most sorted squad at the moment. This wasn't a surprise. I think all of us expected these retentions. So I think the Mumbai Indians definitely seem like the most sorted squad at the moment. The backbone of the side are all these players. So this is the core team. This is the core unit actually. So I think they're going to look to build around these 4-5 players, and that's what will make the key here. But obviously, this was expected, Boryada, and I think that sort of a surety of knowing exactly who you want to retain will help this side, and maybe this will help in clarifying the process later on as well once that tournament starts and once that option also begins on who we exactly need. Because once you have such clarity, then it becomes much easier to actually think and frame your next playing 11, in my opinion.
So Mumbai Indians clearly look sorted. Now let's go to Hyderabad, because again we more or less know what the story is with Hyderabad at the moment. Who takes it? Gargi, you go first. Cummins, Travis Head comes in. Klassen, Abhishek Sharma, Nitish Reddy. That's what Hyderabad is at the moment, from what I get. Shubha and Rohit and Shovik can clarify, but at the moment it's Cummins, Head, Klassen, Abhishek Sharma, and Nitish Kumar Reddy. Gargi Rao.
Nitish Kumar Reddy, RTM.
That's what Rohit is saying. Nitish Kumar Reddy, RTM. Gargi Rao.
Isn't that the perfect strategy that you could have gone for? Pat Cummins, Travis Head, Henrik Klassen, and RTM Nitish Reddy. I think that's the best decision that they could have made with the players that they had. And like I said in the last live as well that we did for IPL, that Pat Cummins is someone you have to go for. So same for Henrik Klassen and Travis Head as well. That those are the picks that they chose for the retentions. Those are completely the ones that I would go for as well. So I think that's the best strategy that they employed at this moment.
Shomit, your thoughts? Hello.
Just want to say that my understanding is Rohit is also spot on. Nitish Kumar Reddy RDM, and probably Travis Head is also RDM. As of now, three have been finalized. One is Henrik Klassen for 23 crore, Pat Cummins for 18 crore, and Abhishek Sharma for 11 crore.
They have also approached one top Indian spinner, also Sunrisers Hyderabad, but didn't happen.
So we are saying what our panelists are saying. Pat Cummins, Henrik Klassen, Abhishek Sharma done. Rohit is saying Nitish Reddy RTM. Gargi says good strategy. Shomik says even Travis Head could be RTM. That's what we are getting from Hyderabad Sunrisers. By the way, tomorrow we will come same time, or maybe 5 p.m. and we will come back with all the details, because clearly with 24 hours to go, hectic parlaying will still be on. Lot of negotiations are still on. Let's put it on record. We are privy to quite a few things going on at the back rooms, and things will happen. We will come back with all answering most of the questions tomorrow as well. Final few teams on this particular show. Rajasthan Royals. Who wants to take this? Shubha, you go first. Sanju Samson, Jaiswal, Riyan Parag, Sandeep Sharma for uncapped. Is that what you're getting? What's the story with Joss Butler? I will come to Delhi and Rishabh Pant with Rohit Juglan and others in a bit. But Shubhan with Rajasthan.
I think they are also one of the most sought after franchises. Pretty much all nailed on Josh Butler. Will see him in the auction. 99% will see him in the auction because of that extra 18 crore, 14 crore purse. But apart from that, I think good retentions, good core. They have always maintained a good core. They had a very solid side on paper, and to pick these players out of them, I think it's a very good core. To have, of course, Sanju Samson will lead again. You will have a Yashasvi Jaiswal. You will have a Riyan Parag, who is taking huge strides and have been associated with Rajasthan Royals from day one. So very good core to have, and I think they will look forward to build another good core with plenty of youngsters. Sandeep Sharma is one name for the uncapped player. Tanush Kotian is another name they are looking after as another option to have in the RTM.
Who has the back end, this lost whatever artist? Can you just block this guy and throw him out? I don't like garbage on my timeline. Whoever has the back end, just and in terms of Bengali abuse, I can do 2 PhDs, my friend. This is a public platform. So I can do not 2, 5. So when you try Bengali abuse with me, I can do 5 PhDs on it. But for the moment, I don't like rubbish on my platform. Just throw him out, Gargi. Just block him and throw him out, please. Lost artist or whatever the name is. Rajasthan, Rohit, interesting. Yesterday, someone told me that there was a last moment conversation on Shimron Hetmeyer. Is there any truth to that, Rohit Juglan?
Burida, I don't have any idea on this. What I know is obviously what Shubhanda has said, that they had a meeting in London with Joss Butler. They had something there with him, but he was not ready to get retained. He want to go to the auctions. There could be a possibility MI can go with him also, but they have to they have to pay a lot. Because he'll definitely be over 15 CR, and if Mumbai have to maintain their purse and see that how much they can spend, Butler could be a good choice, because they can't able to retain Ishan Kishan, and Ishan is on the list of GT and RCB already, top in GT's list, and obviously after Pant, RCB want Ishan Kishan. So that's what I'm getting, that Butler is not ready. The other 3 names were already there: Sanju Samson, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and Riyan Parag. Dhruv Jurel could be their RTM, and obviously they're thinking for UZ Chahal also. But now what Shamikda has said on Washi, is CSK really that much interested again for Ashwin also? Because Ashwin could be that option also, who can, you can use him as an all-rounder, not as a floater. Rajasthan did it with Ashwin, sending him number 3 at various number of times. But now are they, still interested in Ashwin? That I have to see, because earlier I knew that CSK is very much interested in Ashwin. They were interested in 2018 also, when they have to pick in between Jadeja and Ashwin.
Shomik, unmute yourself first and then say. Shomik, bolo, unmute yourself. Shomik, unmute yourself and speak. Unmute. Yeah.
I have unmuted myself. I'm saying that of late the development is, they are very, very keen on Washington Sundar. Ashwin has sort of become second choice. Washington Sundar is taking priority, and that is the case for Mumbai Indians also. Mumbai Indians are also very, very keen on Washington Sundar, and he could be one of the top picks. I will not be surprised if Washi becomes one of the top picks at the auction. I will not be surprised. And Chennai Super Kings' thought process is very clear. It's not about 11 players or 16 players. It's not about that. In T20 cricket, 4 or 5 players. You have a 4 or 5 players who will win you matches. So I will spend money on those players, like they have kept Devon Conway as an RDM option. So, and CSK approach is like a sort of family. The players who are part of the family, they don't usually want to part ways with them. So they will use the RDM option. You cannot return a certain, after a certain number of players, you cannot return all of them. So you will have to use RDM option. But the thought process is very, very clear, that we will spend big on 4 or 5, a core group of players who will win us matches, who will be the X factor, who will be the impact players, and then there will be the bits and pieces.
Ishan Shane, what I'm getting from Punjab is Prabhsimran Singh and Shashank Singh. That's it. End of story. Ashutosh not happening because of some price, whatever. But Rohit can sort of chip in, Shubhan can chip in. But Shashank Singh, Prabhsimran Singh, that's it. They will go with close to 103 to 104 crores into the auction. Punjab Kings, Ishan Shane.
Yeah, Borita, if you notice, I think with the Punjab side, for most of the season, they've always had trouble balancing and finding that perfect clean 11. So I think going with just 2 players, in my opinion, is the right way to go. Both these players have done well. Shashank Singh especially had a stellar season last year, standout season. It was an obvious choice to keep him. So I think the thought process for this Punjab side is over here that we're going to try and build up a whole new unit altogether, while we possibly keep two who we completely bank on and who we completely believe and trust that these two will perform. So I think that's the thought process here, and I think it's a smart way to do this, Pooran, because I think a lot of claims have always been made against this Punjab side that somehow they've not made the right selections, they've not made the right picks. It's never worked out when they've actually gone on to play the IPL. There've been some poor option calls. So I think this was a clean slate, and this might actually benefit the side.
Gargi, your thoughts on that, Punjab?
Punjab at this point, I think last season was a bit better than what we've seen in the past, but still, I think there's a lot of work to be done in the management. But can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear actually correctly.
Punjab, Prabsimran Singh and Shashank Singh. That's what we are getting. No major retentions, just to uncapped 104 crores into the auction. This is what we are hearing. So the team with the maximum amount of money, they will spend big time on somebody like a Rishabh Pant. If he does come there, they will spend on some other players. But this is what we are getting from Punjab. We'll take comments from others, but your thoughts, Dargi.
Prabsimran and Shashank again. Okay, so that's their retentions. But like Ishan said as well, Shashank had a stellar season last season, and these are on the expected notes to have both Prabsimran and Shashank Singh. But when it comes to the others, of course, with Punjab, you never know what the strategy is going to be. There's so many heads talking, and with the strategy, with the management, it's always such a mess. I don't even know what to say. That the fact that they'll go all out for the other players, why don't they just find a core at this point? It's been so long. Find a core and stick with it and try to make that work. But that's just something we haven't seen from Punjab so far.
Shubhain?
I think they had a very good core last time around. After the last mega auction, I think the team on paper, Liam Livingstone and others, I think they had a very, very good core. But somehow it did not click with them. They had Shikhar Dhawan as captain. In between, Mayank Agarwal was their captain. But somehow things were not stabilized in that Punjab Kings squad, and that is due to many reasons. You also know that. I don't need to speak publicly about that, but Punjab Kings right now with Ricky Ponting, a 4-year long-term deal. It's not a 1-year or a 2-year deal. It's a long-term deal with Punjab Kings, and they have given him the authority to build a team according to his will. So we'll see some plenty of, and I think Punjab Kings will be one of the reasons for some of the inflated prices of Indian players, the big names, because they will be aggressive. They will be aggressive to find a good captain. Possibly a Shreyas Iyer, possibly a Rishabh Pant. They will go after them pretty aggressively, and that might drive their price even higher. And Arshdeep Singh, I think they will go after him in the auction. If not in the retention list, then they will go after him in the auction, because he's someone that Punjab fans relate to. He's a local boy as well. So don't rule out Arshdeep Singh's return to Punjab Kings. But of course, it will all depend on their price. But looking forward to see how Ricky Ponting builds this team in the auction. The retention, they will go with a 112 CR purse, which is huge, which is almost 1/5 of what other franchises will have. So they will have that advantage of going after a couple of big players, and don't be surprised if their core is similar to some of the most successful franchises, like a good 3-4 players around whom you can build a team around. So Ricky Ponting has been a shrewd captain in the past. He has a shrewd cricketing brain, but how does he puts that label of not being successful with DC with Punjab Kings? It remains to be seen, but a very interesting auction coming forward for them.
Yeah, this is the question that I wanted to ask Devashish and Rohit. Rohit, you go first. Why Ricky Ponting? What is this fascination with Ricky Ponting? No delivery in IPL. The guy doesn't know domestic cricket. He doesn't follow. You go and ask the Delhi people. They had given him authority. He doesn't come. He commentates for the Ashes. He commentates for the rest of the time. And what is this fascination with Ricky Ponting? Why does Ricky Ponting get such big deals? And why do Australian coaches get the fancy? Is it because Ricky Ponting was a great player? Does he deserve this kind of a carte blanche? What is the if you see ROI? If there are ROI for players, ROI for Ricky Ponting doesn't sit. Ricky Ponting clearly a white elephant in the room. Rohit Juglan?
Yeah, but if you see BBL Hobart Hurricanes, if you see MLC, then you will see that he just won a championship there with Steve Smith. Him being the head coach and Steve Smith being the what had happened with Andy Flower also. Andy Flower rated so high, he did really well in IPL, but still you see him going to places and different thing. And second important thing, it's not only Punjab. Before that, GT, one important player in GT wants him to, being the head coach or in the mentor capacity for Gujarat Titans. And then the player said that if not Ponting, then give me Yuvraj Singh. But ultimately, it was about Ricky Ponting as approached by different franchisees. And then I think this will be, it was his last option in Punjab. They had a meeting yesterday. Coming back to the other part, they had a meeting yesterday, and they are really going for Arshdeep in the auction. They will definitely see him as an RTM if they can get him towards that under that 18 CR mark. This is on the table that they are also going for Shashank 6 to 8 crores. They are because he already said them that I'm not going for 4 CR as an uncapped player. If you want me, then you have to pay me a little extra. Otherwise, I'll go to the auction. So Punjab is clearly getting agreed on his terms that you can give him 6 to 8. The other name was, as you mentioned, Prabh Simran. They can do that deal a little cheaper. Means around 1 to 2 CR. It will definitely be a green signal from Prabh Simran also. But what I came to know that they are very interested in Harpreet Brar and Ashutosh Sharma also. So they will try to get them back in auction also. But as you rightly mentioned, I think they have somewhere a purse around 108 CR. Somewhere around 6 to 8 CR to this Shashank, and then somewhere around 2 to 4 CR to Prabh Simran.
Exactly what I got, that 8 plus 6, so it will be around that 106, 107 CR ballpark is what they will get. So to sort of round off, Devashish Sen, 36 hours to go. Closing comments, each of you 1 minute. What is the deal with Delhi Capitals? Devashish Sen, is Rishabh Pant finally going to be negotiated on more? Is he going? Is he staying? Is he not? Because everything is a mess. I mean, both you and I know we've got multiple different kind of messages saying maybe retained question mark, RTM question mark. Who knows what's going on with Rishabh Pant? Retention, yes, no. Devashish Sen at this point seems no. Seems Rishabh Pant is not retained or being retained or not wanting to be retained. Whatever the truth is, Devashish Sen, you go first.
Yeah, I also think that Rishabh Pant, as has been the talk in recent times, I think he would love to go for auction because he clearly has been approached by several franchise. So definitely, and that will be a loss for Delhi Capitals. Obviously, if Rishabh Pant is not retained, especially he is a wicket keeper, he is a leader, and he is a batter. So by retaining Rishabh Pant, you get all these three options. But then I think Rishabh Pant along with Shreyas Iyer will be the most sought after cricketer in this IPL mega auction. So, but then as you rightly said, we there has been messages which you shared. Means obviously things looking very interesting with Rishabh Pant, whether he's going to be retained or he's not going to be retained. Even the concerned person whose message is also very confused. Means obviously he doesn't have a clear idea. So let's see. But then the next 24 hours will be very crucial as far as this. In fact, all the franchises are concerned.
Correct. Gargi, you take this super chat, please. Shire who bhai. Each panelist, just you take it. You and Ishan take it. Shire who bhai. Mention one out of the box surprise retention which no one is expecting. One out of the box retention, Sarfaraz Khan retained by RCB instead of KLR. He said every franchise you give me one out of the box retention from whatever we've discussed. Gargi, you give me one. Ishan, give me one.
This will take some time for me to think. My memory is
Ishan,
not very good, so I'll have to think of players.
Ishan, you go for it.
Ishan.
Out of the box retention, I think maybe someone that you're not expecting. I think Punjab. I think Punjab. I think Punjab should stick with Arshdeep Singh. I think they might stick with him.
Okay. So Arshdeep Singh. Rohit just mentioned might be an RTR option. There's another super chat who wants to take that one surprise one. According to me, will be Andre Russell. Trust me. If Andre Russell eventually not retained, I would say when we started out, Andre Russell kind of seemed Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell. That could be a
I
story.
still feel, Boriada, I still feel they will somehow manage Andre Russell. I still feel, I have that gut feeling.
Yeah, that's
It,
so.
it
That's
will
the
be,
point. I mean, so
right now it's 50-50, but I still feel they will somehow pull off Andre Russell.
that's what I'm saying, Shubhan. I'm not ruling it out. All I'm saying
Ah,
is that there is so much debate on Andre Russell in itself was not something I had expected. I had thought
right.
Andre Russell, yes. At this point, I'm not saying Andre Russell is a no-no. I'm saying there is enormous, is he, and I'm continuously putting a question mark. At this point in time, it's a no. That's what we are getting. Things might change in the next 24 hours. Like your source said,
What
I'm
about
getting the same. They're expecting RTM, get him back in the auction, 8 crores, 9 crores, 10 crores, etc. Let's not spend more money.
There's
That
a
is the
general feeling that Varun Chakravarti might fetch more money than Andre Russell. That is why they are more thinking of retaining Varun Chakravarti right now, because of he has also made a comeback to the Indian team and has done well. But Andre Russell is someone who is like a brand face of KKR. And that is why I have that gut feeling that they might somehow pull off Andre Russell as one of the retentions. It's not yet done deal, as we are saying. It's not a green signal or a tick box, but still there's 48 hours to go and a lot can happen before
100%.
31st.
but
100%. And,
what
and
about
that's what we are. Yes, Gargi. Yeah, go on.
one out of the box retention? If I'm thinking off the top of my head, is Prithvi Shaw.
No,
Despite
no, not happening. Not
Not
happening.
happening.
that's what I'm saying. Out of the box, he's asking,
That's
na.
why it's out of
Possible.
the box. Huh? That's why
Yeah,
it's out of the
Out
possible.
of
box.
the box.
He's out
He,
of the box. He's out of the box.
Okay, there's another one. Tanmay Barman. KKR may retain Nareen, Varun, Rinku, Ramandeep, and Harshit Rana within 51. Buy Josh Butler as a captain from the auction. Butler will be cheaper than Pant. Rohit, take that.
Not a bad choice. First they have to see that whether they can what they are doing with Shreyas Iyer. I don't think that Shreyas Iyer is anymore with their control, because already there are multiple franchises offered him a good amount, somewhere around 18 to 20. What I know, GMR has proposed a good deal to Shreyas Iyer, and obviously what had happened in 2022 was very much fresh in his head, that at that point of time he wanted captaincy, they want to give him the amount. At this point of time he wanted the captaincy, and they are giving him the amount. So I think it's a very good deal for Shreyas Iyer. And then obviously the chances of KKR to get Butler is way cheaper if there is a Rishabh Pant in auction, or for that matter any other Indian player, top Indian player, like we were discussing on Shubman Gill, if he was also there. So again, I think Butler will be the most cheaper choice. So makes sense to me. Mute, Dada, mute.
So we time to close the show. 53 minutes on it. Am I spend any further interesting comments? Quickly
देवाशीष दा
find
कुछ
out.
कहना चाहते हैं? देवाशीष दा.
देवाशीष दा कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? देवाशीष दा बताओ.
I just want to mention one thing with Shah Rukh Khan. You never know last 24 hours what will happen. Means obviously we know who influenced a particular cricketer. It was Shah Rukh who got him to be retained, but he might come into play in the last hour, and you never know. It might be Andre Russell or it might be a Shreyas Iyer. So fingers crossed, because it will boil down to Shah Rukh Khan.
He is very right. In fact, we also know that Shah Rukh Khan for KKR and Akash Ambani for Mumbai Indians are the two trump cards they're using. So it's Shah Rukh Khan for KKR and Akash Ambani for Mumbai Indians. And last minute swings can happen. So these are the people who can do these last minute things for sure. So tomorrow, time to come back at 5 p.m. with 24 hours to go. And let us promise you that one of the big retentions, we will get you one of the big interviews with one of the top retentions from this auction on the morning of 1st of November. So we commit to you that one of the big stories of this auction, one of the top retentions, we will get you a solid exclusive with that person on the morning of 1st of November, the moment the retentions are publicly announced. At this point in time, yes, we are all saying it's done, 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 done. It is done, but it's still not done until it's done when the BCCI opens those envelopes. So we've got to keep a lid on that. You don't call an election till you count the votes. So that's where we are. But we will all come back. All our reporters, Shubhayan Chakraborty, Rohit Jublan, Gargi Rao, Shomik Chakraborty, Ishan Shahane, Devashish Sen, Achura Mukhopadhyay, all are tracking the IPL retention story from every particular franchise. And we are getting some really crazy messages as well. We will come back with more. But also one eye on the test match. Day after tomorrow, on the first, 2 days later rather, Mumbai, India versus New Zealand. Shubhayan Chakraborty's story. Will Harshit Rana make his debut? Watch out for that if that happens. Clearly, that will be funny because a lot of people will say, why now? Why not the other day when he could have become a cap player? That is a debate for another day. But for the moment, thank you very much for watching.